that's the way I've been living for the last year or so. I made a vow last August after I came back from my Sundance that I would live in the trailer through the winter. I wanted to see if I could get through the winter in it, and so I did. I moved into the trailer and I lived like a hermit through the pandemic, and I got through the winter, and now it's spring, middle of April, and it's now warm. It's now 75 degrees in this trailer. At, what was it, Sprague Lake rest area, and it's warm, you know, and I much prefer being too warm to being too cold. I'm not complaining about being warm. So I got as soon as I plugged in that electric plug this morning, and I got the truck started and all the lights checked out, I was ready to go, and so I packed up and I took off. And it was dawn. I headed for the Tacoma Narrows Bridge that has a toll. I paid the toll. I went to Tacoma, got on I-5 North, pulled into a rest area up there and checked everything. Everything looked copacetic. So got back onto I-5, and then I got onto 18, and 18 takes you to I-90 heading eastbound to Snoqualmie Pass. If I stay on I-90, I could go all the way to South Dakota. Easy peasy, right? Over a couple of mountain passes. I think 3 mountain passes. There's one in Idaho, one in Montana, and one in Butte, Montana. There's a smaller one in Bozeman, but that doesn't count. So it's 3 major passes. The Butte Pass is going to be tough coming down the other side because it's pretty steep. The other 2 mountain passes, the same thing. I mean, they're high mountain passes. I think I'll be okay. This trailer has been driven all the way from Michigan to Washington State with no electric brakes, with a much smaller truck than mine, so it can be done. It'd be, you know, it would be nice to have electric brakes, but that's a luxury to me at this point. It'd be nice to figure it out. I battened down all the hatches when I took off. I've got lots of shelves. You know, there's bookshelf up there with books in it, and each one of these cabinets has stuff in it, and I tied all the doors shut. I built these cabinets right here, and these stayed shut during the ride up Snoqualmie Pass and down the other side. Some things opened up. That opened up over there. Some canned goods came out and ended up in the sink. But by and large, I planned it pretty well. I'm not using the onboard water tanks, and I'm not using the what's called dark water. I'm not using the toilet, the onboard toilet, and the holding tanks either. So I'm using rest areas, and if I get desperate, I'll use a composting toilet. So that solves a lot of trouble if I don't have to deal with those things. I want to take a walk out here at Sprague Lake in a minute and give thanks for getting this far. I was so tired when I got here. I had to crash out back in the passion pit, I call it. I don't know why I call that. There's no passion going on at my age, but this is the bathroom back in here, and then back there is the bedroom back there. It's pretty cozy. It's pretty nice. and I might do a video from back there at some point. But I'm gonna go walk out to the lookout at Sprague Lake and just show you some of that. Here's Sprague Lake. So this is it. Kind of nice. I've got my mask in my pocket in case I need it, but seems like a lot of people aren't really into that's pretty awesome, huh? I had an epiphany or a realization, I guess, today in my delirium after having not slept for 2 days. That I was comparing the problems that I was having with the electrical system to what's called a gumption trap. A gumption trap is something that Robert Pirsig talks about in his book called Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance. And Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance, he's traveling across, he's on an epic road trip. He's on a Kili Zuya in Lakota. Kili is epic or awesome, and Zuya is adventure, like a road trip adventure. Back in the old days, that might be on a pony, a spotted pony. Nowadays, this is my spotted pony, and so it occurred to me as I was comparing my problem to Robert Pirsig's problem with his motorcycle and how he dealt with it, that there are a lot of similarities between this road trip and his. There are some differences, one being that he had his young son with him on the trip, which complicated things. So it's largely about their interactions, but mostly it's about his own what's going on in his own head as he's on this road trip. We learn a lot about his past. It's called a fictionalized autobiography. So it occurred to me that this is kind of like that, and what I could do is try to compare what I'm doing to what Pirsig was doing. So I'm going to be thinking about that more. I've got, here's my rig. I've got GPS in there, and I've got this dash cam that I use when I'm on the road, and in case I have an interaction with a cop, or in case I need to document something that legally is going on the trip. And I've got my computer with me. I've got my phone, and my phone gives me access to the internet, and I can do a hotspot which puts the computer on the internet, and that way I can keep people posted of what I'm doing. I can upload these videos